It's going to be an action-packed week in Europe. On December the 11th, the British Parliament will vote on whether to accept the Brexit deal that was agreed with the European Union on November the 13th. Theresa May is getting pressure from her cabinet to try and postpone the vote to potentially try and get a better deal from Europe, but that's unlikely to happen. We'll be watching that very closely to see what happens. Staying in Europe, on December 12th to the 13th, the European Council will be meeting in Brussels. Brexit will obviously be high on the agenda among discussions there, but also they'll be talking about Eurozone reforms, and we might see an opportunity for French President Emmanuel Macron to try and push through some legislation he's been pushing for upwards of a year. We can also expect a vote to take place on Russia sanctions, and also they'll need to confirm the European budget for 2021. On December 14th, Kosovan lawmakers will go to the polls to vote on whether to upgrade Kosovo's 4,000-strong defence force into a standing army. This is a decision that's likely to cause consternation in neighbouring Serbia and also in the wider European Union. And while we don't expect violence to actually break out and we expect things to continue along a political diplomatic track, there's always that possibility because things are often strained between Kosovo and Serbia. It's also important to note that the US support for Kosovo could lead to lawmakers being emboldened when they actually go to the polls on December 14th. And finally, throughout the week, we'll be watching for any response from China over the arrest of Huawei Technologies CFO Meng Wanzhou. She was arrested in Canada, in Vancouver, at the request of the Americans who suspect that she has violated US sanctions against Iran. US and Canadian businesses are concerned about the possible retaliation from Beijing, and it's important to know that Huawei Technologies is the world's second largest manufacturer of smartphones after Samsung. This is obviously an important one to watch at a critical time in US-China trade negotiations.